As you can see, the KTM 390 Adventures gear shifter lever is one shot, and the stub that comes out, which holds your, which touches your boot, that's very, very short. So you are essentially always move, moving your foot a lot, right? You have to do this to get under it. And if you are wearing thicker boots, like adventure touring boots or boots with good toe protection, then this gap is small. So I have currently adjusted the lever a little upwards. You can do this by rotating the lever adjuster here, right? You have to undo these two check nuts, rotate it so that you find the right position. You can't put it too up, then shifting down will be a problem. Your footwork will increase. So what I'm trying to do today is to put a gear lever rubber or a kickstarter rubber from an old Pulsar, the kickstart model. I'm trying to put that onto the lever, the short part of the lever which is used for shifting, so that my footwork decreases. That's the idea today. Let's see if we can get that done. So let's start by removing the existing Pro Taper shift lever rubber that I have. I just need to cut this. The old model model Pulsar's kickstart rubber. So I think I should be able to get it in here. Let's apply some lubricant and see if we can get that in. So if you see, it's a tad bit longer than required. So this portion where your foot goes, let me see if it's good enough. Now if I keep it as it is, one, it flexes, that's not good, might be dangerous also. So I need to ensure that I have enough grip under my foot, and then I'm able to shift easily. This is a hack, so I'm not recommending this, but I'm going to try this. Let's see if I can chop off the extra part, a little extra, keep a little extra and chop the rest off. So I'll start with a smaller section. So the foot pedal, or this area where your foot catches, is ending here. So I'm leaving 2 spaces, and let's see if how it works. So we have about 2 centimeters of extended rubber from where, I wouldn't say 2 centimeters, this much extended rubber from where this is ended. And let's see if this is, can I easily remove it? No, I need to put some force. So I think this should be useful. Let's see how our foot looks. Nope, I still have to use quite a bit of footwork. So if I'm riding fast and I want to downshift, yeah, still needs a little bit of work. And my foot movement is almost the same, if not more, if not a little bit more than what was previously the case. So I'll chop off a bit more using the let me chop off one more ring. This footrest rubber, sorry, kick rod rubber is 20 rupees, and I think it's okay. The time investment is a little bit more compared to the cost of the rubber part. Now I don't have leverage to hold it because I chopped off the other portion. Let's see if I can hold it with this at the edge slightly and then chop. I don't need to file it or anything because this is rubber and most of my riding boots have tough TPU sections. So now the gear lever bit, the stub from here to here, it's somewhere here, and I've got like, I would say 1.5 mm. I would say about 1.5 mm of extension. So if this is not perfect, even if it's not perfect, it should give me a little bit more leverage. Then yeah, I don't have to move my foot so much. So this is my natural foot position, given that you have the ankle protector bracket here. So earlier it was like all the way in. Now I can do just a slight movement and pick it up, right, by virtue of the thicker rubber and the longer one being there. So this should work. If it does not, and if I do something else, I'll make another video. Otherwise I'll let you know in one of my ride videos how this goes. And now I'm almost, if you see, this should be the natural position. If this should be the natural position of my foot, right, and my sole of my shoe will be resting here. I've slightly increased this gap by using the gear lever adjuster to lift this up a tad bit. I would say about 2 rotations. So now it lets me slide easily, but the compromise is when I want to downshift, it's not a neutral position. I have to still bring my foot up a bit and then do it. So adjusting this gear lever adjuster would need a number 10 spanner and a number 9 spanner, 8-9 combo, right? So with the 10 you would loosen the check nut. These are reverse threaded, so to loosen them you would rotate with the number 10. You would rotate counterclockwise, and this is also counterclockwise. Ensure you do not apply too much force because this joint here is delicate and you should not be breaking this. Now rotating this, the main nut, if you see the lever here, it moves up and it moves down. So as let me try and find the neutral position, right? This is the lowest setting that you can go to, completely low. So if you're wearing, I don't know, if you have normal shoes, then I think it will be okay. Otherwise, in the normal setting, it's really difficult to get your feet in, right here. If you see, there is no gap for your riding boot or your protective boot to go through. So that's 4 rotations by hand, not scientific. Still it's a tight fit, and even though downshifting will be easy, upshifting, if I'm wearing my riding boots, my Style Martins or other riding boots, then this will be a very tight fit, and the effort required to get into the smaller space is much more. So I'm going to go 2 more rounds, 1, 2, right? So now let's see, my feet are in neutral position, but the I'm touching the gear lever, gear shifter, because KTM 390 Adventure has a quick shifter. This will engage, the preliminary part of the quick shifter. The bike will wait for you to down or up shift. Not a good idea, right? So this is my neutral riding position. Here, the boot goes in, but it's properly getting into, it's scrubbing my boot when I'm trying to put it in. So it's not an easy movement. It requires effort at the ankle. I'm going to go one, two more threads up. Let me see how this is. Okay, still quite neutral. This is my normal riding position. My feet is like this. When I want to downshift, slight movement. Okay, better than before. And yeah, now I think I found my good spot. As of now, I would say this is a comfortable spot to be in. Let me just hand tighten the check nuts. Let's see if I got it right. कितना करना पड़ता है? Nope, still very tighter. Number one rotation. Okay. Oof. Somebody said motorcycling is easy. Okay. Yeah, it's not. One, downshift, shift, downshift. The 390 Adventure does not have the best of the gearboxes. Finding neutral even after 36,000 kilometers is still a pain. So to lock this is clockwise. The check nut here goes clockwise. So I'm going to hold this in position and I'm going to lock the check nut first. Be gentle, like I said, you don't want to break the ball joint. Okay, I'm going to now, this is also clockwise, the check nut on the top. So holding the center nut, then not too much force, but you have to ensure, it's up to you. I do not know, I do not have a torque calculation for this. It's just I'm doing it by the feel. So here we go. Yeah, that's very tight. It's good enough. Yeah, that's it. Job done. Let's see if the 20 rupee Pulsar Kickstarter rod rubber would do the job for me. I hate moving my feet so much.